Hi everybody, welcome back to Stephanie Goes Wild. I am your host, Stephanie, and I am here today to try wild foods for the first time. Our adventure for today is Jerusalem artichokes. You see these tubes here? Tubers. These are the roots of a flower that is a very pretty yellow flower. You can see them there from my little booklet here. And they are in the sunflower family. So what you do is at the end of the season, whenever the flowers start to die off, you go in and you pull up all the roots. And kind of like on the daylilies, they come up in all these little fingerlings, you know? So you cut them all off, and sometimes you'll get big ones. At the end of the season, they'll tend to plump up like the daylilies did. These ones are kind of small. You can take all your smaller ones and you can just throw those right back in the ground for the next year. But they do spread, and you can find them. I saw some down at my park the other day, just walking along the trail, and there was this huge patch of Jerusalem artichokes. So they'll grow up almost anywhere. And I have not tried these before. So my whole idea with this was that I wanted to try wild foods because they are so nutrient dense. And in the past number of years, I have had some health things that have come up that really kind of pushed me into wanting to eat not only healthier, but more nutrient dense things. And while we can get, decent organic food at the grocery store, we're not getting anywhere near the nutrient content that we used to get as hunter-gatherers back in the day. So I'm gonna take a little drink of my bourbon here. It is evening when I'm recording this. I am not live. However, my responses will not be edited. So what I'm doing right now is I am just chopping off all of the ends here because I don't really need any of the ends. And then we're gonna scrub these up really well. And there's a few different ways you can cook them. Today we're gonna roast them. I have a whole bunch of other vegetables here, some carrots and red onions and radish, zucchini, and we're just gonna roast them all together at, I think I have it on 450. Yes, I have it at 450. We're just gonna roast those. But like I was saying, I really needed to get into some more nutrient dense food because I was not getting all of the vitamins and nutrients. And for some reason, I don't usually do very well with supplements. So the best way for me to do that is to get through food. So I set out on a mission to learn how to forage food, but I also work a full-time job and I have 2 kids that I am taking care of, and my husband is currently traveling for work. So it's me. So I don't have time to go and wander around in the woods a lot. So my plan is to, once I find these foods, if there's anything that I really like, I want to bring them back into my own garden and grow them as a perennial so I don't have to continue to replant my garden every year. I can just let these grow wild and then pick them, and I have all these great nutrient-dense foods right in my backyard. But, we're all a little nervous about actually trying some of these foods because if you're like my mother, you think we're all a little weird. Well, I love you, Mom, but I am a little weird. So we are going to try all these foods. Sometimes my kids join me, sometimes they don't, but you will get to see my initial reaction to whether or not these foods are good because, it's a little intimidating. It can be a little nerve-wracking to try something new, let alone something that hardly anyone eats because it's wild. Did you find the right plant? Is it even the right food? Am I cooking it right? How's it gonna taste? And we see all these videos of these guys going out and foraging for this food, which is awesome. I commend them because it's not an easy task. But what do they really taste like? Let's have real world people actually try these things. So that is what I'm doing. I am taking the guesswork out of it for you, and you get to see what I'm doing. So, like I said, I'm gonna scrub these up, and then we're just gonna sprinkle it with some olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and we're gonna roast these for probably about 25 minutes. All right, so we are back. The Jerusalem artichokes are out of the oven. We roasted them with some radish, some red onion, some zucchini and also some corn. And we put it on the plate with some salmon. So they are kind of giving me the impression of a mushroom, which I'm really not a huge fan of. It looks almost like the same consistency. I did peel them before I put them in there because I've seen some mixed reviews as to whether or not you are able to eat the skin, if it's good for you or if it tastes okay. So if you know the answer to that, let me know. But these are supposed to be, before I try them, I'm a little nervous. These are supposed to be really good in potassium and iron, I believe. So here goes nothing. Okay, they're crunchier than I thought, which is good. I thought they were gonna be mushy and gross. Flavor-wise, there's some flavor. I mean, honestly, they're kind of like the consistency of a radish, which isn't bad. The only other things I want to tell you is if you've never eaten them before, you really shouldn't eat too many of them on your first time because they do have a lot of inulin and it's going to, I may be mispronouncing that, very likely that I am. But if you're not used to that amount, then it can upset your stomach. You want to try one, Eli?
Yep.
All right, here he comes. Okay, do you have your fork?
No.
You just gonna use your finger?
I guess so.
Just use your fork. Here. All right, just take one.
What does it taste like?
I haven't tried yet, so I don't know.
He says no. He doesn't like it.
What do they taste like?
Zucchini tastes better than that.
Zucchini tastes better than that. And he hates zucchini. They are, it's kind of like a radish. There's not a ton of flavor. A little bit more than a radish though, I'll give you that. It's not spicy or anything. I know some homegrown radishes can be really spicy. But it is kind of crunchy. I don't know, what would you said it's not a zucchini. What else would it taste like? Would you like to try?
Maybe.
Maybe? Why don't you come over here and try? We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I don't know if I would really want to eat them all the time, but it's not bad for a root vegetable. Just try a full-size one so you can actually get a taste of one. There you go.
Got like corn in my teeth.
You're on video. It's all right. Go for it.
Corn stuck on my tooth.
I'm gonna try some onions here. Kind of makes me think of an onion, to be honest.
I didn't get it yet. There's corn stuck all over my teeth.
Almost like a onion meets a radish.
It's weird.
The boys do not like it. So yeah, not the best one. It's not bad. They're pretty. He's still making crazy eyes. And there you have it. So they're okay. They're no daylily. And you do have to watch the amount that you eat because apparently it can cause stomach digestive issues if you eat too many at one time and you're not used to it. So, all right. I guess that maybe we won't be putting Jerusalem artichokes in our garden, but you can try them and decide for yourself. I will give you my disclaimer once again that I am no expert nor a doctor, so try these at your own risk. All right. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.